Okay, so we're at the Expo. I'm laughing because before we came on camera, I just been talking to this lovely lady, but we'll come on to that in a minute. I'm just like, so this is the best you, and we are looking and searching out for people that are interesting and who've just got a really great message. So I got drawn to this lady with a lovely smile, and she's going to introduce herself, tell you what she does, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. So over to you.
Hello, London. I am Carol Hunter, the one and only money mender, and I am here at the Best You to teach women how to get their money freedom so that they can get their time freedom. And that allows you to do what you want to, when you want to, however you want to, on whatever day you want to, as long as you want to. So at the end of the day, money freedom gives you a lifestyle for a lifetime that allows you to have choices.
Wow. Oh, wow. And so your thing is, you are Carol Hunter, the money mender.
Yes.
And you were saying because you want to help women mend their money, because some women have their money all broken.
It's broken. Women have money issues, and that's a choice. You don't have to have money issues. You choose to have money issues. And
No, they don't. But they were saying to you, no, we don't.
No, yes you do, because I used to be, let me tell you why I am the money mender.
Okay, tell us.
I am the money mender because I used to have money issues.
All right.
You see, I'm from the USA.
Right.
When I graduated from college, I had 19 credit cards and over $30,000 of U.S. debt when I graduated with my degree in accounting. So college...
Hold on. So you got a degree in accounting,
Yes.
and you got 19 credit cards
Yes.
and $30,000
Yes.
in debt.
So what did college teach me? It didn't teach me how to manage my money. It taught me how to make money for other people so they could become wealthy.
And taught you how to be broke.
Yes, because when I showed up on the college campus, the financial institutions were there to give me, a college student with no job, credit cards. What kind of sense does that make? I was set up to fail, but because I didn't have any financial literacy, no one taught me how to manage money. Well, I didn't know the difference. I didn't realize that plastic money had to be paid back. I thought it was a gift. I thought it was a gift.
You thought it was a gift?
Yes, because I didn't have credit cards. We didn't have credit cards in my family growing up. So I thought, wow, they give you a teddy bear and some chocolate bars and a credit card, and they set you up for failure. You were just set up. So I had to figure out my own system because I had two choices. Figure this out or file bankruptcy. I wasn't filing bankruptcy. That was not the option.
That was not an option.
So I created my own system, which ultimately became Debt Free Forever. That's what my book is based on. The system to help you become a good financial steward so that you can not only manage your money, but own your money. Because money gives you choices.
So what's the difference between the two?
Between...
Make your money and own your money.
Well, manage. Yeah, so manage your money and then own it.
Right.
Because what happens is, especially, in our young culture today, it's all about the red bottom shoes, it's all about the labels, it's all about all of that, which absolutely means nothing. I believe that you can repurpose your money and wear your own label. Create your label.
I hear you.
So now you are managing your money and owning your money instead of making money, working for somebody else the rest of your life, and then retiring broke. Broke is not good.
And as you said, so broke is not an option for women. It shouldn't be.
No. Broke is not an option for women. Women choose to be broke because I believe even if you're married, a woman should have some money of her own.
Absolutely.
I believe a woman should have the option to spend when she wants to spend, respecting the household. Everybody at the table knows about the money. That's why I believe that couples should have family financial meetings.
Wow.
Everybody should be at the meeting. The husband, the wife, the children, the dog, grandmama, whoever lives in the house. Because you need to know the rules of engagement. Everybody in the house, and if you are living in the house and you also earn money,
You got to be.
You need to contribute.
Oh, please, hold on. Can you say that again?
Yes, you need to contribute.
So everyone who's living in the house,
Yes.
who's an adult,
Yes.
needs to be contributing.
Yes, because we have, the times that we're living in now, we have multi-generational living again. So you got the mama, daddy, children coming back home, grandmama don't want to be in the nursing home, so everybody is occupying the same space. But parents are not teaching their children how to be responsible. They're not teaching their children how to manage money. Then they have the audacity to go out and marry somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
Taking those bad financial habits and recreating the legacy of broke. The legacy of debt.
Brokenness.
Yeah. So now you got this generational curse as it relates to finances. And so you see the family lineage repeating itself. So instead of building a legacy of wealth,
we're building a legacy
of broke. And that is not the way it's supposed to be.
No.
I mean, if you go back even in historical or biblical times, wealth was transferred. It was always transferred. What we're transferring now is struggle, lack, insufficiency, broke. Yes.
Okay.
And I don't think that, I think that, well, no, I know for sure. As a woman, I know that our number one need is financial security and peace. When a woman does not have financial security, she has stress. She has issues, whether it's communicated or not. So, I hope that there are no children listening to this, but let me just make it real plain. A woman, like a man's number one need is typically sexual activity. That is what a woman needs when it comes to finances. So, if there's insufficiency in that financial arena, it can create a challenge for the brother. I'm just saying. Because we need peace. We need peace. We need some money. We need peace.
Right.
We need to know bills are going to be paid. We need to know child care is there. We need to know car repairs can be taken care of. We need to know we're not going to be cold in the winter because we have no heat and hot in the summer because we have no air. We want to know that the utilities are going to be on at all times.
Okay, I hear you.
Yes.
Brothers, are you hearing?
I'm a woman, so I'm speaking from a woman. I know women.
You know women.
Yeah, I'm not a man. I can't speak from a man's perspective, but from a woman's perspective. So even when it comes to dating, I'm single right now. I am not going to try to interview you per se, but we must have the financial conversation because ultimately dating leads to marriage if it's the right person. You have to come correct with me.
Financially.
You cannot, this may not be a word in the in the UK, but you cannot have raggedy finances and marry me. They cannot be broken down and raggedy. If we need to mend them, I'm the money mender.
Right. So
we can get them mended.
Okay. And then we can entertain.
Yeah. It's not that I will write you off, but if you're willing, if you're open, so women need to have conversations just like men need to have conversations. In the U.S., oftentimes I teach classes for engaged couples. So I have them to ask each other questions like this. Can I review your credit report? I need to see you. I need to see all of you. So I need to see your credit report.
Okay.
I need to know that this is your car, not your mama's car. Because if we're going to get married and your mama take her car back, and I didn't know I didn't know the relationship with you and mama, I need to know that. I need to know, in the U.S., we have to pay taxes. I don't know what the system is over here per se. But I need to know if the IRS has a lien on your bank account. Because we need to spend some money. So if the IRS is controlling that,
we got a
problem. I need to know that you have an annual physical with your doctor. We're going to be engaging. Are you healthy or am I marrying a risk? That's all financial at the end of the day because we don't go to the doctor because I think you have more socialized medicine over here maybe.
Yeah.
In the U.S., you have to pay for everything, including your insurance.
Right.
So if you don't have any, why? Because if we're going to get married, we've got to decide whose plan we're going to keep. That's going to be based on cost and benefits. It's all financial at the end of the day. Everything we do, let me tell you how simple it is.
Please tell me.
When you choose whether or not you're going to the movie, you choose a matinee or a night movie. Why do you choose that? Not because it's light or dark. You choose it because you need to decide if you can have some popcorn and some candy and a soda in addition to the price of the ticket.
Right.
Or if you can go at night and just enjoy the movie. That's how real it is. Money affects us on every level. That's why I said when you have your family finance meeting, your pets need to come. They need to understand if they can have gourmet dog food or whatever you put in front of them. That costs money. That costs money. So you need to say, Spot, you know, Porky, whatever your pet's name is, this is what you're eating now. And the dog or the cat needs to nod or something to acknowledge it's going to be different in the house.
And if they don't like you, then bring some money.
It's like we can always put you up for adoption, or you can be with somebody else, but right now we're working on our finances and you're not getting that premium dog food right now. That's how real it is. It's money.
It's money.
So when, you know, people ask me, well, what does it mean if you're the money mender? Well, when you think of the root word mend, you're fixing something that's broken.
Yes.
So I am the one that helps you mend your broken finances. Broken is whatever is not working.
It's simple as that.
It's simple as that. You know, a lot of women that I talk to today are getting close to retirement age, and they messed over their money all the years that they've been working. And now they're at this place, well, how am I going to make it? I got to keep working now. I can't stop working.
Right.
Well, see, that's a broken situation because you're broke. And so it's broken. And you got to figure out, like, again, I'm a U.S. citizen. We have what's called a Social Security system. You have to put in 40 years into that system in order to get a kind of decent check. The average U.S. citizen receives around $1,300 a month for Social Security. A month. That's $1,300 US dollars to live on. Let's say you were making $75,000 a year, so you're used to about $5,000 a month.
And now.
But if you choose to retire, you go from $5,000 a month to $1,300 a month. That is why in the United States of America, Social Security is often referred to as the poor man's retirement system because you are broke at that point.
Wow.
Because you are now living on about $24,000 a year when you were accustomed to $75,000. That's a $50,000 cut in pay. So while you were working when conditions were good, what were you doing with the money? There's a proverb that says, go to the ant, thou sluggard, and consider thy ways. While the conditions are good, you should be putting away some food because winter is coming. Winter is coming. So winter might be retirement. But what did you put away when it was summer and the season was good? What did you do with your money when you were working, when you could have been building a reserve for a later time in life, and now you've gotten to that place where you're tired? You are tired. You don't want to work anymore. You are ready to sit down.
But you can't.
You can't. And so if you choose to sit down, now you have to go to the local store, and when people walk in, ask them, do you need a basket? Because now you're having to work part-time to supplement because no one taught you how to manage your money early enough for you to mend it so that you wouldn't be in that predicament. Then we turn around and don't teach our children anything. We repeat the cycle.
So you got a big job on your hands, and you're coming over to the UK to show us how to, or showing women in particular, how to mend their broken money.
It's all about the new money freedom.
The new money freedom. Right.
Yes.
What is the new money freedom?
Well, I can't give away my message for tomorrow. So first of all, they need to be at my session.
Okay.
But what I will say is this.
Typical American, right?
This is what I will say. We are about to come into a new decade. The year 2020 is significant. It's a very significant time on a lot of levels. And one of the things that I'm doing for women around the world I've started what's called the Be Free by 2020 challenge.
Be free.
Yeah, be free, meaning that you need to be free of some level of debt by the year 2020. So I believe that 20,000 women can get engaged around the world and start eliminating debt. That is a key step in achieving your money freedom. Because if you continue to do what you're doing and don't do anything different, in America we call that insanity. Doing the same thing the same way all the time but expecting a different result. That's insane, because you're not going to get a different result. At some point, you've got to stand up and raise your hand and say, okay,
I messed up.
I messed up. I got to shift. I got to own this. I can't wait on anybody else. A lot of times women won't pursue a business because a bank said they couldn't. What about the money you had to work with? I'm going to talk about tomorrow during my session how I was able to use my own money to build my business. I've been in business for 31 years and I've never asked the bank for a loan. I am the bank.
But you said you were 19 a minute ago, so I'm thinking you're like 31, right?
No, I'm 58. I'll be 59 years old in September. So I am the bank. Because the bank cannot dictate my life. They can't tell me because of whatever their standards are, they don't want to lend me money. I don't even put myself in that position. I don't even subject myself to that. That's their system.
You don't subject yourself.
No, they don't control my destiny. They don't.
What time is your talk tomorrow?
My talk is at 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
And for those who want to jumpstart their financial freedom, just log on to befreeby2020.com/best of you. It says BEFREEBY2020.com/best of you. And I will send you 5 complimentary financial trainings via video that will help you jumpstart your money freedom.
Okay. And so just lastly, you talked about engaging with 20,000 women around the world, around the globe.
Yes.
So we could hook up with you for some people who may not be able to make it tomorrow.
Yes.
And we could create a situation where they can hook up with you. Right?
Yeah, they just make sure they have that link, because that's how they join the movement. Because I am not playing. Women do not need to be broke, stay broke, want to be broke. That's a choice.
That's a choice.
That's a choice. I don't care. And let me just say this as we're ending this, because I know you're tired of talking to me.
No, I ain't.
But
No,
listen.
I'm loving this. Are you enjoying this? See?
Thank you. So listen, I didn't come from a trust fund. I don't have a silver platter that was put in my hands. I had very humble beginnings. My father left us when I was 8 years old. He left my mother with 4 kids. So from that perspective, it didn't look so good.
Right.
But even that situation with my father being irresponsible didn't stop me, because I always knew there was going to be another way. Didn't know how, had to go by the way of the 19 credit cards and $30,000 worth of debt, had to pass down that street. But when I realized that wasn't the way I was supposed to go either, I had to go in reverse. I said, okay, I need a new plan. I need a new strategy. Because as a woman, I could have chosen to let that situation get worse.
Right. Keep going down that
yes. Or I could say, you know what? I don't think this is the right move. I think I missed it somewhere. So let me figure this out. Let me put myself in front of information. Let me get some education from a financial perspective that's going to shift me from this.
So I'm hearing you say, in simple words, it's about women taking responsibility for their financial life.
Yes, because I did that. So by 28, I was debt free after all of that. And by age 37, that's when I became a millionaire. I achieved millionaire status by age 37. So not only did I start my business, I became a savvy real estate investor. It's up to you. You can work hard for somebody else and let them compensate you based on a system that they built in that says if you're an accountant, you can make between this amount and this amount. You can do that system if that's what works for you. Or you can take that system, use that money, repurpose it, and build your millionaire dream. And for some people, it's not even about being a millionaire, because I wasn't pursuing that. It just happened. However,
when you take care of your business, that's what happens.
That's what happens, but it's about comfortable. Getting to financial comfort, whatever, that could be $200,000, it could be $75,000. Whatever makes you financially comfortable, that's all relative. I just went down a path that led me to millionaire status. So I kind of like where it ended up. I'm not complaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so you just had a whole education. I just loved it. And it was entertaining as well. So we definitely are not going to forget Carol Hunter, the money mender. If you'd like to see her, how can people contact you if they're not able to come tomorrow?
Okay, so here's a couple of ways you can contact me. And join me on my Facebook page. It's Carol Hunter, the Money Mender. You can connect with me on Instagram at I am Carol Hunter. It's all about Carol Hunter. And you can email me, carol@themoneymender.com. And you can visit my website, themoneymender.com.
Wow. It's been great. Don't you just love DADA TV? We're bringing you the realness. We're showing you how you can just become empowered by taking responsibility. Thank you once again for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's me, Tony DADA, your soul brother from DADA TV. Enough love.